Hey guys, how's it going? So if you're looking for a robot vacuum with more focus on the mopping ability, then look no further than this video. I've got the Dreame Aqua10 Ultra Roller mop. I've spent a lot of money on that. I'm not too sure if in case it's the right choice because Roborock is kind of the brand leader and I thought I could go with Roborock, but then this pretty much had a lot of things comparatively, and the price was reasonably lower than the Roborock considering the Black Friday deals and a few other things. So let's review this product and see if in case it matches what my expectations are, and see if in case I've made the good purchase or not. A quick context to what I had before. I had the iRobot i3 Evo, which did basic vacuuming. There was no base station, or there was no extendable arm, there was no mopping feature, and there was no dock as well where it sucks in all the dust and everything. So it's pretty much manual, and it had no LiDAR sensor or any intelligent feature. So it did a pretty good job. I shouldn't say it did a bad job for the price that I paid for it, but because we moved to a different place and we kind of wanted to mop as well, because that was getting a bit tough for us to do it every single time. So mopping was kind of my main functionality that I was looking for the new robot. So let's see how this does, and we'll start off with some unboxing of what was in the package and then move on from there. So finally unboxed everything, and these were all the items that were found in the box. There were a lot of card boxes for some strange reason, but then nevertheless, here it is. I kind of like the white based design, which is really nice. It is more futuristic in my opinion. I don't know, it looks very nice. What they've given is they've given the power cord, some guide, and two solutions here, one for the regular use and one for the pet care. And there's this dust bag as well as a cleaning tool that they've given. And looking at the design of the base station, it's pretty neat and nice. I like the two-tone finish of the gray as well as the white. I kind of like it. We'll go ahead, set it up in the place that I wanted to set up and get going. So let's see the robot vacuum itself. So this is where you have the LiDAR, which could raise itself up and also lower itself. This is magnetic, so you could take the cover off, and then you have the dust bag here, which is pretty handy dandy. And this is magnetic. You have the reset Wi-Fi button over here, and as I said, there's a couple of magnets over there which can make it secure. And there's this compartment here for your used water storage, so that also gets emptied once it goes back into the station. And if you could see the corners here, this is the corner sensor, where if it detects a corner, then this would extend the brushes so that it reaches all the corners. So they say it's 100% coverage, and I believe from the testing that I did, it was pretty fantastic. If you see the system in front, it has two cameras, and it also has a sort of a flashlight, so that if in case, even if it's a bit dark, it could navigate through without any problems. It also has the LiDAR, so it would also use that. And it can take pictures of your pet or your babies, and it can speak to them as well. If in case you wanted to remotely operate this without vacuuming or anything, you could always do that, which we can showcase in a bit. So that's with this one module. And if you look at the back, of the robot itself, there's these wheels which could leap some thresholds. I believe it's about 8 centimeters of threshold that it can leap, but I don't have anything like that in my house, so there's no use for this Pro Leap feature. This is the roller mop. So this is your roller mop, and there's also a fluffer which also rotates the opposite direction to keep those bristles nice and fluff. This of course enhances your cleaning ability as well. These are the anti-tangle vacuum rollers or leaves, and these would if in case there's hair, long hairs or pet hairs or anything, it would take that hair, roll it to the side, and then that gets sucked into the dust bag inside the robot. You have a carpet, then there's a shield that comes out which protects your carpets from getting wet, so that's a good feature as well. There was no other extra, everything came pre-installed. The mop wash, which is inside the base station, also was installed already. What I've done is I've filled water in the overhead compartment here. This is for the good water and this is for the bad water, and this is what I filled with some tap water there. And then apart from that, and then you have to remove this to fill in your solutions. You have A and B solution. So basically what you have to do is the A is where you have to add your regular solution, the floor cleaner, and the Dreame has included their own multi-surface floor cleaner. And the B is for your specialty solutions, which is say the pet odor solution, and that they give it to. So you have two of these along with the product itself, and I'm going to try out both of them to see how it is and if it's good. Most of them do recommend using their own solutions and not use anything aftermarket or any other floor cleaning solution. So they recommend using their own solution. I don't know whether it's going to cause any issues or not. However, it's better and best to use their own solution for the sake of it, because you have spent a lot of money here anyway. So I'm gonna fill it up now. This is where your dust bag is already installed. Good that you're getting an extra dust bag.
Welcome to use Dreame Robot. Please open Robot's cover and scan QR code to download Dreame Home app to view more operations.
Okay, that was nice.
To complete subsequent tasks smoothly, place Robot back into dock before starting tasks. When hearing "start charging," it means the installation is in place.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it and then inside, and hopefully it would charge, and I'm going to set up the app, and I'm going to screen record and show you how the app setup is. So I've done all the connections, I've done everything. All that is pending is to start the fast mapping. So it has to map the house for the first time. It had an update, a firmware update, which I did go ahead and update it. Now it's at 46%. I'm not too sure if in case it has enough charge to go ahead and map the whole of the place. My house is around 1000 square feet. So let's see how it does. Okay, before mapping, open the room doors, tidy up furniture, clean clutter, switch on lights. During mapping, do not move the robot or dock, and keep the entrance clear of objects. It's definitely super silent. From what I could see, it's very nice the way it does all the mapping as is. Hope it avoids that particular cable. It maps pretty well. It has pretty much covered every single spot. The initial mapping run is pretty simple. It just goes, checks every spot. It doesn't have to go into the corners or anything. It just has to stand in the middle, probably check with the lidar for potential boundaries, and then it maps that accordingly as well. So which is pretty neat. It just took about 5 to 6 minutes for it to map the entire house, and then came back. It doesn't mop or anything for the first run, and then it gives you its own numberings for each of those rooms, which you can update as and when you go. So I've spilled some coffee here. My partner would hate if I do that, but she's not at home, so I could do all these testing on my own. So I've spilled some coffee, and let's see how it cleans. As I said before, we don't have pets, we don't have kids, so the house is pretty clean usually. So this might be an oracle, but then for these occasions as well, we could test and see if in case it does a good job or not. So what I've done is I've pretty much set a zone for it to clean. So this is the zone that it's gonna mop, and I'm gonna walk you through all the features that is available in the app, which is enormous. There's so many features that you could play around with, but let's see how it does. What it is currently doing is cleaning the mop pad so that it's all neat and nice. It has all the water for it to clean as well. So let's see how it does. So this is going to take about 5 minutes for it to wash the mop pads, rinse it, clean it, and then get to start the mopping. So that's something that you'll have to keep in mind, because there's a lead time to any of those, unless it's a dry mop, of course. As you can see, it is cleaning the mop pads and drying it so that it also fetches the good water. So once it is done, it takes about 5 minutes for it to do it, and then it starts with the cleaning. It'll exactly go to the spot, and navigation is also pretty neat and nice. So it goes to the spot that we have mentioned pretty easily, and then just focuses on that particular area that you have to mop. First it figures out the border, and then starts cleaning the insides as well in the standard pattern. You have multiple patterns as well which you can use. As you can see, there are no streaks. However, you could see some spots here and there that it leaves behind. It does take the stains off pretty well. However, as you can see, some drops here and there that it does leave behind. So that's kind of a problem. However, not a big problem, of course. Yeah, it's not going to pick it up. If you see, it again left another drop, which is crazy. So that's kind of one of the problems that I had with this unit.
Mopping completed. Returning to the dock to charge.
So as you can see, it did a good job cleaning the coffee stains. However, there were a few droplets here and there that I just showed it to you. Say for example, here there's a couple of drops that it left. It sometimes has these water puddles. So from time to time, so I'll have to investigate if in case that happens more often. So if that happens more often, then I have to return it. But then if it's gonna be one-off, then I'm fine with it. So there you have it, the Dreame Aqua10 Ultra. It's a great mopping robot, and it has some intelligent avoidance system as well, along with the plethora of customizations that you can do and play around with the app as well. So all in all, it's a very good package. However, the advertised 30,000 pascals is sort of a marketing gimmick is what I think, because it's almost on par with the 20 to 22k pascal suction that the other robots have. So I don't think it's that big a differentiator. It is a very good, capable vacuum. There's no doubts about it. However, it's not different astronomically. So it's just a number. And why I say that is because the carpets that I have pretty much had the same level of debris that I would potentially have when I was using my older device. So this is still the same. It is not doing any better a job than my older robot. And also I mentioned that I have some issues with the leakage problem. So I did go ahead and replace this device to a newer one, and I will update you guys on how the replacement process went, the return and the process and everything. So I did get the same device again from Dreame, and I got a better deal this time, and also some free goodies as well that I was able to get from Dreame. I also found another issue with the replaced product. I'm testing with it to see if in case it's an actual issue, if I have to return it, or I could probably live with it. So I'm still testing it, and I'll keep you posted in that particular video. So stay tuned, and please subscribe to the channel if you want to not miss an update from us. And please like if in case you enjoy the content that we put here. It's not easy, so we try our best to come up with all of these with our day jobs. So a like and subscribe would go a long way for us. Thank you so much for watching. This is Arvind signing off. Bye-bye.